we're back. Hello everyone. So last time that I actually posted a Super Nintendo game, we were talking about a game that nobody talked about much, and was, considered by many a good game, like maybe a hidden gem, Well, this game is another game that doesn't get talked about, and that game is X-Kaliber 2097. Now, people don't talk about this game. Honestly, never. I mean, you can find, yes, some YouTubers talk about it. You can even see some playthroughs. But, not much coverage compared to the usual classics off the Super Nintendo. One of the things that stands out about it, it's definitely not the story. It's your generic, basically it's like you're two cops. That's what it sounds like to me when I'm like, basically two cops. You got a Slash, which is the character you control, and his partner Alex, which is the girl who gets kidnapped, gets stolen by the bad guy, and bad guy's name is Raptor. Oh yeah, this fantastic Slash, Raptor, Alex. Anyways, so, and of course you're off to the rescue to save your partner from the evil clutches of Raptor. You wield X-Kaliber. Now it doesn't say how you got the sword or the history about it much. It's just kind of you start with it. It's kind of interesting way to do things, in my opinion. I thought it would be even more interesting if they actually talked about how he came to have the sword and all that stuff, but they basically, no, it doesn't, unfortunately. And Raptor, the bad guy of the game, has a sword that's almost as powerful. And the only man that Raptor fears is Slash. So, any which ways, that's the story. That's out of the way. That's your run-of-the-mill kind of storyline, right? Okay, so what makes this game unique, to me, that pops out, should I say? Not so much unique, but pops out, is the graphics. It looks kind of like a comic book style type game. It makes sense because in between the levels you have these comic book style cutscenes. Says Power Pack story by comic book writer Mark London Williams. I don't know who Mark London Williams is. I didn't look it up, and I still haven't looked it up to this day, like what he was involved in. But if anybody is aware of that name, feel free to comment below in the comment section, let me know. But yeah, in between each level you get these cutscenes that look like comic book strip style cutscenes. But the graphics in game kind of run on that same theme. They're very clean looking. It's one of the things I first noticed when I first bought this cartridge brand new back in the day for 20 bucks, because $20 was the magic price, So the other thing that stands out is the music, and you already know how I love video game music. And yeah, we're gonna switch over and listen to that here in just a minute. But it's from it says morph shredding moves to cutting edge grooves. Oh yeah, hot techno soundtrack by Psychosonic. I've never heard of Psychosonic until I bought this game, and I've never looked up any of their music before. I take it back, I did look up one track, but listened to a couple, I don't even remember it, it's been so long. But regardless, I think they did a great job with the soundtrack. And that's another thing, the soundtrack sounds like it would be more at home on, say, the Sega Genesis. Honestly, it's just something you don't normally hear on the Super Nintendo, and that makes it really unique and exciting to me. And so much so that I remember taking a cassette recorder and recording on cassette tape this soundtrack so I could listen to it in the car amongst other video game soundtracks. I would put on cassette tape and make like this mixtape of video game music that I could listen to, because yeah, even back then I was like, super nerd. So Would take it over to friends' houses and let them listen to it and stuff. Good times, good times. But regardless, this soundtrack is good. You know, a couple of the tracks on the soundtrack are really good. So anyways, I got direct capture of the soundtrack from the card itself, and we're going to listen to that right now. The soundtrack is worthy of a good stereo system or headset. And the reason for that, it's got a lot of bass. I mean, you're not going to find a lot of bass on Super Nintendo games. And all the different sound effects that are in the stereo, the way they did the stereo was excellent. Really, really good stuff. I'm not going to be yakking anymore after this. I just want to show you some gameplay, music, sound effects without, you know, hearing me cut in and messing that all up. So, and hopefully my capture card works with me and they don't start lagging behind. And if it does, you'll notice, because I'll kill an enemy and then you'll hear the sound effect of that enemy dying about 5 seconds later. So we'll see. But any which ways, let's get to the gameplay.
You